What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Transfer Talk. Today we'll be discussing Christian Benteke not wanting to leave the club to go abroad, but does that mean that he could potentially go to another club? And if he does stay, would that be the worst thing? And also, we'll be talking about Benrahma, giving an update on him and more. So let's get right into it. The first rumour is on Christian Benteke, who is eager to force his way back into Roy Hodgson's starting 11 and is not interested in a move abroad, according to the PA news agency. This makes sense because Brewster is gone, and I already can feel it. Some of you are like, what are you talking about? You're ready to dislike the video, ready to go crazy at me. But hold up, before you do all of them things, let me explain my point of view. And I understand that some people may disagree, some people may agree with me. I feel like with the Benteke situation, it's 50-50, but Brewster is gone. Brewster's gone to Sheffield United, so it seems like we've lost out on that race. And the only problem I have with Benteke leaving is that we don't have any other potential strikers that we can sign, according to reports. As I mentioned in the previous Transfer Talk episode, it's been Brewster, and there's been no real indication that Palace have changed their views up and are going for another striker. So if another striker doesn't come in and we've lost on Brewster, selling Benteke is going to be harsh on the likes of Jordan Ayew and Michy Batshuayi, because let's say one of them gets injured, then we are in trouble. It's as simple as that. We are in trouble going up front because we simply don't have enough numbers. So for that reason alone, I wouldn't mind Benteke staying at the club. I know he's got a new role, and that role doesn't include him scoring goals, which sounds crazy because how on earth is a striker at a club and people want him there if he doesn't score goals? And I understand that point of view, because even me thinking about it, I'm like, what on earth am I talking about? But that part of me where it's like we don't have any other replacement also makes sense to me. But it's now or never for Benteke. Let's get this straight, because it seemed like Palace wanted to sell him. He wants to stay here. 1 year left on his contract. So if he doesn't score goals now, it's over and done. It's dusted. I mean, if Palace give him another contract after this, I'll be bamboozled. So Benteke, from now to January, I feel like he has to score goals. It's not even throughout the season. His goal record after the 16-17 season, where he scored 15 goals, his highest goal record has been 3 goals in a season. And that's just baffling. You can see in my face, that's just baffling. So my target for Benteke till the January transfer window is that he goes and scores at least another 3 goals. At least another 3 goals before the January transfer window if he wants to have a successful season. I'm not expecting him to go score 10, 15 goals, but even if he scored 5 goals this season or 8 goals this season, I feel like that would be a good contribution. So we'll see what happens. But also, then before I move on to the next rumour, this doesn't change the fact about Tottenham, because the report suggested that he doesn't want to move abroad. So is Tottenham still a possibility? I don't know, because would Palace be willing to sell now that it seems like we're not getting another striker? Only time will tell, but leave down your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think about the Benteke situation. It seems like he wants to stay, but I know some of you won't be happy. The next rumour is on Benrahma. According to France Football, Palace are still in negotiations with both player and club to sign him from Brentford. I've got one task for you guys. After this video, don't go and click out now, but after this video, go and watch the Fulham versus Brentford highlights, because Benrahma had a message in that game. And that message was to Crystal Palace saying that I am worth £25 million. Come and grab me, because he absolutely destroyed Fulham. Cruyff turned nutmegs, just doing a bunch of skills. And that's not really a surprise, is it? Because even when Benrahma first got announced, we'll be talking about him being that skillful type of player. But I am feeling more optimistic about the Benrahma situation. And the reason for this is because, not of this report, but we've lost on Brewster. And the second player that we've been linked with after Brewster heavily has been Benrahma. So is there a chance of Palace going out and getting Benrahma now that they can't get Brewster? Hopefully, because if there's no other strikers, we do need another attacker. And I've said this for a while now. Eberechi Eze just won't do. I understand that we've strengthened there and he's a very quality player, but we still need more depth there, and we haven't been strengthening these positions as much in the previous window. So hopefully we can go and switch our attention to Benrahma. But it is as simple as this. Brentford want around £25 million. It's not like Brentford don't want to sell Benrahma. The report has suggested that Brentford after £25 million. So it's after Palace paying that much money for him. And also, can we make an agreement with Benrahma? You would hope so, because you would think that Benrahma wants to play in the Premier League, and that's why he absolutely destroyed Fulham. But let me know what you guys think. Are you more optimistic now that we lost out on Brewster that we can get Benrahma? And let's move on to the next rumour. The next rumour is on Flynn Downes, who wants to join Crystal Palace before Monday's transfer deadline day, but the Premier League outfit are struggling to agree a fee with Ipswich Town, according to the Telegraph. The report suggests that we want Downes before the deadline day on Monday, but I'm not too sure if that's 100% accurate because we can still technically sign players up until October the 16th because there's been an extension on domestic level for EFL and Premier League clubs to sell and buy players on full or loan deals up until October the 16th. So we've still got a bit of time with Flynn Downes because he's at Ipswich and not abroad. So we will be able to sign him. But the Flynn Downes situation is pretty simple. He wants to join Palace according to the reports. Palace want to sign him, but they're not willing to match Ipswich current value. So this is a question of, are Palace going to match it before the window closes? I'm not too sure because Ipswich want around £8 million. That was the first report around Flynn Downes that Ipswich wanted £8 million and Palace weren't willing to pay that much. But whether Ipswich will lower down the value on deadline day or whether Palace will pay up that much, I guess only time will tell. But I guess we're just trying to get the best deal for him. And you understand that there's no rush to get Flynn Downes because even if he was to join, he's a central midfielder. I don't see him coming into a starting lineup. This is more for the future. And he's got loads of potential there. So Palace want to grab him up and try to develop him there. So, yeah, we'll see what happens with Flynn Downes. It seemed like the rumour is not going away. Flynn Downes still wants to come to Palace. So only a couple of weeks till the deadline day. Can Palace and will Palace pay up for him? Only time will tell. Well, that's it for today. Hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you have, leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss out on future content. And until next time, up the Palace.